Hi guys. I thought I would do a video update this week just to be a little different. I hope you've enjoyed chapter 2, thinking about and learning about the strategic management process and strategic leadership. I really enjoy thinking about those level 5 leaders. And to me, when I think about those, that humility piece of level 5 leadership, that's really motivating and inspiring to me when I see a leader that really has that humility piece. It makes me want to be a better leader and one that really cares about the people I work with and cares about developing them. So I hope you've enjoyed it as well too. So for this week, wrapping up week 2, what you need to do by Monday at 11:59 is you need to make sure that you finish the chapter 2 quiz. And remember, you have to do the interactive parts of the lecture along with the end of the embedded quiz at the end of the lecture as well too. You have to do that with an 80% or better, and then that chapter 2 quiz will open up for you. So if you have questions about that, or if that's not working or something like that, reach out to me and I'm certainly glad to help you in any way that I can. So sometimes at the beginning of the semester, it's a little confusing, but it'll get better the more that you do it. And then also to complete for week 2 is the discussion board. So make sure that you post on the week 2 or the discussion board number 2. And remember, I'm looking for lots of interaction is what I like to see on those discussion boards. And the interaction that I'm looking for is what I call value added interaction. And what I mean by that is, it's okay if you say, hey, great post, or, good point, or whatever, and that's fine. But in addition to that, you need to add additional information, ask insightful questions. You need to add value every time you respond to one of your classmates' posts. So anyway, do that by Monday, and then I'll participate in the discussion board as much as I possibly can as well too. And then I'll read those, and I love reading your responses on the discussion board. So that'll wrap up week 2. Week 3 will open on Tuesday. And in week 3, we're going to look at conducting the external analysis part. That's the part of the strategic management process that we're going to look at in week 3. So just like most other weeks, we'll have a chapter quiz, and there'll be a discussion board that we'll do in week 3 as well too. Our discussion board for week 3 is we're going to apply Michael Porter's 5 forces analysis tool in our discussion board. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, our first individual case analysis is coming up. Actually, it's due in week 4. But so what you can do in week 3 is you can read the case, and it's going to be over the Starbucks mini case, and that is in your book. So at the end of your book, there's many cases, and it's mini case number 2. So what you can do now in week 3 is read that case and start getting familiar with it. It's not real long, but it's a good idea to read the case. Also, I'll open up the instructions for how to complete the individual case analysis in week 3. Go ahead and review those so that you'll be familiar with that, and you can do it in week 4. Starbucks is one of my favorite cases. I love looking at Starbucks. I think Howard Schultz and his whole third place concept was just genius. So to me, it's a lot of fun to learn about how they became successful. And it's also really interesting and fun to think about how they're going to meet the challenges of the future, especially in our COVID-19 world, which is a black swan event. You read about black swan events in chapter 2 this week. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. But start thinking about that case and start preparing for that case in week 3. And then lastly, I want you to start looking for articles that you can put on the strategic management in the news board. At the end of the course, I'm going to have you post 3 article summaries that tie into concepts that we've studied over the course of the semester. And you'll write up a summary and you'll post those on the strategic management in the news discussion board. So my advice is to start monitoring the business news now. Start looking for articles and stories that are connected to concepts that we're talking about in the class. Mark those, make a note of those. And then what I would do is I would just post my 3 best articles at the very end of the semester. This discussion board, it's open now. You can access it if you go to the discussion board link. I think it's in the course materials part of WT class. So if you have any questions about that assignment, just reach out to me and let me know. Also, I think I wrote a little bit more about it in the syllabus, so you can look there as well too. Um, that's everything that I can think of as far as updates go. So I hope you have a great long weekend. I've got to work on Monday, but I hope you get to take some time off. If you have questions or something doesn't make sense, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm enjoying the class, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks.